Like easier in a sense of like I don't have to like time wise, like I can text and they're on their own. They're settled. They have their own things going on. Like I could have my own time, but it never gets easier as far as worrying. Like I'm teaching him how to drive right now.
Is that scary?
It's the scariest thing. Like, you know how to drive? I know how to drive. I'm a great driver, but I don't know how to teach anyone how to drive. Like, he was like, Dad, can we go? He got his permit and he goes, can we go driving? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. But I had a YouTube, like a video of like, how do you teach your kid how to drive?
How do you teach your kid how to drive?
Because he would be driving. I'd be like, oh, you're doing great. He's like, how fast do I go? And I was like, I would like, just feel it out. Like and I would say like, he's like, feel it out. And he was like, you know, you don't know. Like, Dad, when do I brake? I'm like, when you get scared. Like when you're like, it's time. Like we're getting close. You know, like you'll know. Like you don't know how to explain the little nuances of what it is.
Do you let him like listen to music while he's driving?
Right now, no. We're doing like only. We live in a suburb, so like only side roads with like 35 miles an hour up to a 4-way stop sign. 35 miles an hour up to a 4-way stop sign.
Are you making him do the 10 and 2?
Oh, all that's got to be done. Like that's all got to be done. But
he's
like,
no gangster right now.
No, we have 2 hands on the wheel. But like he's he's got questions. But in the moment when he has them, like we pulled up to a 4-way stop, 3, 4. We got to the one where everyone pulls up at the same time, and he's like, "What? Who goes first?" I go, whoever's the angriest. Whoever looks the most angry, they go first, dude. Like, you may think you have the right of way, but someone will plow into you because it's just that day.
Yeah.
You know? That's how it works. I go, you gotta balance the rules of the road and what is right with like what is really happening.
I would love to see you do a sketch where you have a clipboard and you're like playing the DMV.
Oh, the guy that gives
the test.
Yeah, I mean,
but give it wrong.
yeah.
Whoever gets the angriest, like stuff like that would be an amazing.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah, like why do we use our blinker? He's like, when, like how far away should I go? Well, you use it so that when you like, he goes, can I? Because he was like close. He goes, can I use my blinker and get over? I go, well, use it. And then when you cut someone off, that's how like you can act like it was a mistake. Like you could be like, it was an accident that I cut you off. But you just use your blinker and then you cut people off. That's how you do it. Yeah, I don't know how to explain to him like what is right.
Is he doing a good job?
He's doing fine, but it's been 2 weeks and we haven't gone on to anything with like switching lanes or anything like that.
Yeah,
we got to build up to that. But the confidence, and he's just it's incredible. Like you were saying, what's the most fun? Like 16, he's becoming his own. Like when you watch someone literally become their own person, it's pretty wild. He wants a girlfriend now.
Has he ever had a girlfriend?
No, he's never. One time we moved from LA right after the pandemic back to New York, and he started school, and I think he just kind of like a girl was interested in him. He was new. It was like a new kid, and so they dated, but it was like the 7th grade and nothing. You know, it was like kind of. But I think this is the first time he's like, oh, I really want like a girlfriend.
I feel like I'm gonna judge my son based on the quality of like girly pulls.
I mean, it's not. I don't judge my son based on it, but I was like the first couple. I was like, "Oh, this is an impressive
pull."
Like, wow, yeah, yeah, she's cute and she's funny and like she gets good grades.
That's
like he hasn't
mean.
brought any like dum-dums home yet.
Yeah, or like an ugly girl, and you're like, "What are you doing?"
But it's only the beginning, and I know it's gonna get weirder because I'm already like okay, so like. All right, our algorithms in our house are starting to run together, like almost like women's menstrual cycles when they live together.
Yeah.
Like I love Sydney Sweeney, right? And so you know, I love her, and so like I like pictures, but then all of a sudden it's
he starts getting pictures
I'll see he's
of her.
already liked it, and I'm like, oh, like we can't start bumping heads in these like you know like the last thing I want to do is stunt his growth because he's like, oh, my dad likes Sydney Sweeney. This is, you know, like,
yeah,
it's weird. That's the one thing I'm like, oh boy,
yeah,
you're becoming a man. Is like, I'm also gonna see you in certain areas now that's different. It's weird. It's very weird. Yeah.
So then we've got an 8. Wait,
no. Then my other ones, because like the older ones, like he's just getting into like noticing girls. That the other one, the younger one's in the 7th grade. He'll be 13 in May, and he's like the opposite. He's like already like he's like, chicks, dude. I love chicks. He loves The Bachelor. Like he sees commercials for The Bachelor and he's like,
is he charming?
Yeah, like he's very quiet, but he's got like that Zach Morris kind of like he's
like
a good
sniper.
athlete. He's a good athlete. He's very smart. So he's like,
he's the chick magnet.
yes, and so he plays coy, but he's very well aware of like the other sex and what they're capable of, and like how awesome stuff is. Like the Bachelor, like he will watch that because he's like 30 chicks for one. Like this is it. That's all I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
He's like, forget this middle school bullshit.
Yeah,
like
he's
milling
like,
around together.
no.
Give me an island and 30 choices, and I'm down with that.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.